Okay, so this Donphan is kind of the scary part. So we're gonna have to explain two mechanics here. One, the Donphan has a Custat Berry, which you saw on the Pyrotag fight at 25%. It procs, and it makes you move first in your priority bracket. Basically sets your speed to 999, just like Quick Claw. Custat Berry Natural Gift happens to be a Ghost type move, which does a ton of damage to Dragapult. The problem was, I could kill this right now because I outspeed it with both, and it wouldn't be a problem. Because normally Custat Berry triggers at the start of the turn, but because of the Custat Berry bug, if Dragapult attacked this now and crit it, Custat Berry would trigger instantly. Like, it kind of makes sense if you think about it, right? Donphan speed gets set to 999, and then Dynamic Speed activates. It goes first, and it kills Dragapult with Natural Gift. Basically, the plan is, I taught Bug Bite from the Bug Bite tutor to eat this guy's Custat Berry before he can use it. Bug Bite. Yeah, it failed because he didn't have a berry, right? And now I will hit with Phantom Force and then with Pin Missile, and I think he will just be dead. Oh, that was painful to cook. The Bug Bite tech is pretty cute there. Good morning, gamers. It's not the next fight that we're fighting. I was just scouting ahead. I'll scout ahead. We got a strategy update for this run, but before we do anything, we should do a quick run of Pokedoku, I think. First in Evolution Line Steel, it's easy. You go dig a little Lola, because nobody realizes it's Steel type. Steel Fighting? It's like Lucario and Cobalion, right? 22, oof. Okay, Evolved by Item Steel, we made a note of this. The Evolved by Items ones, we go ones that evolve via location in Gen 4 because they get an item later, so we can play like a Probo Pass here. Water first in Evolution Line, Spheal. The Spheal meta is still real, guys. First in Evolution Line, Johto. I think we've said we like going like babies here, so Magby is a good shout. Fighting Water, Tauros. Fighting Johto. How about we give a shout out to the goat here? Pythagoras. Water evolved by item. Give me like a Simipour. And evolved by item Johto. I mean, it's what, like Kingdra. Porygon 2. Umbreon, Espeon. Wait, no, those are not evolved by item. Slowking. Let's try Slowking. 10? Okay, double digit though, double digit. 59 out of 45. Pretty good, pretty fucking good. Okay. So, really quick. We have a strategy update for this run. So I was looking at the encounters in Magma Hideout yesterday, and some of the Run and Bun frogs pointed out something extremely true. Because we were looking at Hell Room for like after the hideout. This is really hard to catch because you're doing the catch in Permanent Magma Storm, and these are all really powerful Pokemon. Or we were looking at Room 2 to 4 if we need a Groudon answer for Maxi. The thing is, I already have one in Electrode. If I use Grass Gem and a Candy. It will mean that I have to sack Electrode, but it's probably the best lead I'm going to get. 40% to get a Groudon counter here that we already have. So 40% to save Electrode's life, basically. That's not that great. However, Room 5 is some good shit. But what we didn't look at all is Room 1. The cool thing about Room 1 is we have a ton of dupes. We have Granbull, we have Salazzle, and we have Centiskorch. This means, if we do the math, this room is like a 36% chance to get Ursaluna or Ursaring. So an 18% chance to get Guts Ursaluna Ursaring, which is one of the best mons in the game. And 18 to get Unnerve Ursaluna, which is pretty fucking strong. Downside is, we get Weezing, which usually booms. But if it doesn't boom, we can trade it for Galar Weezing. I know some people do only one Galar trade per game. I wouldn't. I would allow this to be traded. We can get Executor, which can boom, and we can get Shifter, which is useless or Chlorophyll, or we can get Victory Bell, which is Chlorophyll and a ground on counter, and then Electro gets saved anyway. And Galarian Weezing is incredible. So I think the way that the math works out, because really in Room 5, what you're looking for is kind of Ursaluna or Hydreigon anyway. But they're harder to catch. So Room 1, downside is obviously we could just get a boom. But Room 5, the thing is we kind of delay this encounter anyway because it's so hard to catch. And sometimes we kind of miss anyway. We don't miss as hard as we do in Room 1 and let's get like Houndoom. But the upside is so high. We have such a fucking high chance of getting a good Pokemon with Ursaring or Ursaluna here. If I get Ursaluna, Electrode always gets sacked on Maxi, correct? Also, we're due. Exactly, that's what I'm fucking saying, bro. Is Ursaluna an Eformon? Yeah. The miss is booming Weezing, booming Executor, or a early bird Shiftry. I will reiterate. We are so fucking due. So let me explain this one more time. So we were thinking about, okay, maybe we delay for Room 5 because it has really, really good encounters, right? But then we have to get it after Maxi, and we have to like probably do it at a different level cap because it's really hard to catch because it'll have permanent Magma Storm. Fuck that shit. Room 2 doesn't actually give us that good of a chance of getting a Groudon counter, and we already have one in the box. So we don't necessarily need it. It'll mean that we have to sack Electrode for the Maxi lead, but that's okay. But there is Room 1, and we have a ton of dupes in Room 1. We have Granbull dupe, Salazzle dupe, Centiskorch dupe, Chicken dupe. This means that we actually end up with a 36% chance to get Ursaring or Ursaluna. If it's Unnerve, it's fine. If it's Guts, it's one of the best Pokemon in the game. The low roll is we have a pretty high chance of getting either Weezing or Executor. The chance for that is higher than for Ursaluna. But we can sometimes catch them and they're really good. Sometimes they boon and then we lose it. The thing is, if we delaying the Room 5 encounter forever until we have like Master Balls as insurance or like until we're a higher level cap means we don't have anything right now anyway. And we can also roll Victory Bell, which would save our Electrode's life on the Maxi fight. And we can roll Chlorophyll Shiftry, but that's really unlikely. It's half Chlorophyll, half Early Bird. Weezing is really good because we can take it, we can switch it for, we can trade it for Galarian Weezing, which is incredible, but it's probably going to boom. I think this is the correct decision. We have a really, really high chance of getting a really good Pokemon. It's about as high as it was in Hellroom, to be completely honest. It's just the downside is much higher, but also we are much more likely to actually catch whatever the f we get. We will also immediately know Ursaring or Ursaluna's ability because we're holding a berry, so it'll show Unnerve or not. If we get Guts Ursaluna or Ursaring, it's absolutely fucking insane. Okay, this is probably gonna boom, boys. I'm not gonna lie. We low rolled, but it was worth it. It was worth the try. I stand by my decision. If we catch this, it's really good. It's just unlikely that we do. Okay, so really quick, a little bit more about catch mechanics. This is 60 catch rate. That's actually pretty good. We have a 4x modifier. This is level 65. 1 in 3 to catch this. It's 5x for Quick Ball. Holy. I should have not led with Shed Shell on Mount Pyre Summit. I should have led with something that can't get knocked off so I could have Quick Balled Zoroark. Hindsight though. 40% to catch this. We're so due. Okay! That's good. That's a good hit. It's no Ursaluna. It's no Hydreigon from Hellroom or whatever. It means that Electrode is always going to die on Maxi. But this is a fantastic Pokemon because we can trade it for Galarian Weezing with Levitate. It's one of the best pivots in the game. The typing, the resistance profile is unheard of. Some people rule it so you can only get one Galar trade per save file because they technically have the same Met location, but fuck that shit. A nickname from Patreon. This should probably, since we're trading for oh wait, the nickname doesn't matter. Because the Galar Weezing always has the same nickname. It's always Lizzie. I mean, we're insta-trading this. It doesn't matter. Why waste a perfectly good Patreon nickname for this if they're not going to get any value out of it? There's no neutralizing gas, guys. That'd be completely insane. This does mean, because we caught it at such a high level, we do miss out on Will-O-Wisp. So we can't do Zoom Lens Will-O-Wisp shenanigans, and we miss out on Toxic. We would have to scale it. Did you hear that? My shout from the bottom of my heart? Having heard that, you will trade your Weezing for my Weezing, won't you? Yeah, sure. The way I'm ruling it is this is my Magma Hideout encounter. I know it doesn't say so in the Met location, but... I think it's a fair way to rule it. Alright, let's check them. 3 of these are guaranteed. What is it holding? A relic crown. Does that do anything? Impish? I mean, it's not amazing, is it? We kind of want special attack, but plus defense is great. Okay, 31 attack, 31 defense, 31 special attack. 2 special defense sucks, but 23 HP is great. I mean, it's max defense. Like, what more can you ask for? It's pretty good. It's a really good Pokemon. We could have had it way earlier, which would have been great, obviously, but this is amazing. This would have been really good on the Flygon and the trainer right before this. Obviously, we missed in the sense that we didn't hit the 36% chance to get Ursaring or Ursaluna, but it's okay. Yeah, the thing with Weezing Galar is its typing is so unique. Like, its niche is so completely uncontested. Being immune to ground and having all the resistances of fairy and poison to go along with that is crazy. This pivots on like everything. Immune to dragon, immune to ground is insane. Resisting fairy itself, quad resisting fighting. This thing is unreal. Also, I was wondering, I didn't even check this. How does Weezing Galar do versus this Drampa? Just curious, just for the data. I just want to see. Yeah, never mind. And it's got, yeah, it actually just straight up dies to Hyper Voice, by the way. Okay. I was just curious. This doesn't even have dragon moves, yeah. Okay, never mind. Maybe Weezing isn't, like, that good. It's really good. But, you know. It didn't boom on us. It wasn't booming Eggy. It wasn't early bird shift tree. I don't think I'm going to complain about that encounter. I was going for a big high roll. I didn't get it. It's okay. You got to accept that sometimes. This is okay. About this song in this OST. There is something. There is one sound in this song that, and please someone validate me on this. There's one specific sound effect in the song that sounds like the sound that Yoshi makes when he ground pounds in Yoshi's Island. I'm waiting for it. There it was. Did you hear it? Hold on, I'm turning it up. We're waiting for it to come up again. There it was. It was really faint. Did you hear it? It's really far back in the mix. And it comes up like 1 time per loop. Alright, Cinderace puzzle. It's really more of a muck puzzle. Like, beating the Cinderace is okay, but doing so while avoiding Muck Pursuit is kind of the puzzle. So Soft Sand Earthquake kills this, because it's Misty Surge, not Levitate. So this should bring out Cinderace for exactly Pyro Ball. We're never dead to crit with Barraskewda. This gets a Spidef boost, which doesn't matter. This is only ever Pyro Ball. We're never dead to Pyro Ball crit plus Life Orb recoil, and we can't get burned because it's Misty Terrain. It's a cool ass animation. The ball could be a little bigger if I can be real. Okay, so we'll flip turn. So here's the problem, right? If we were to kill this with Liquidation now, which Barraskewda can, we would be trapped by Muck Pursuit. I think only if it was crit, but like you're obviously just looking crit, and Pursuit still follows you if you flip turn. So what we gotta do is damage this with flip turn. This can sometimes kill with lore, but usually doesn't. And this is guaranteed to be a random move. We go Bascule Legion, which tanks like all of them. Now, Basculegion could kill with Shadow Sneak, but it's the same issue with Pursuit. And also we want to bait Muck last because it can explode. So it's not just avoiding Muck Pursuit, it's also avoiding Muck in general because you want to, because you don't want it to explode. So the way we're going to do this is now this is guaranteed Acrobatics, which will turn him to a flying type, but that doesn't really matter. We're going to go into Caracosta doing business, take a minimal amount of damage from Acrobatics, kill with Aqua Jet, and then never be an HP to bait Muck and always be an HP to bait Drampa. This can never low kick, obviously, it can never Pyro Ball. This is always Acrobatics. Did I do this right? Gulp. I did. It's fine. But I think I miscalced this somehow. I think when I calced the pre-damage into crit thing, I didn't take off Misty Seed. I mean, I didn't take off the Misty Seed in the calc, so Acrobatics damage was lower than I thought it would be. If this Acrobatics had crit, we could have gotten into Muck range. But I think the play was just to give this a berry or something. No, that wouldn't have worked. We could have avoided it somehow, I'm sure. There was like multiple ways to do this. Because like we could have had this at higher HP. We're only doing like if Flip Turn kills this, but we could have figured it out from there. We don't get punished here, it's fine. We always kill with Jet. And always bait Drampa. But this could have been bad if this had gotten crit, because then it would be Muck first, and then we have to deal with it being able to explode, so. Yeah, pre-damage Excadrill was a way to avoid that, for example. I just thought it was riskless. I just did the calc wrong, but it's fine. We didn't get punished. This is guaranteed Drampa. That actually is very close to leveling up. Okay. Aurorus actually just completely annihilates this. It's crazy. Because we one-shot with boosted Hyper Voice, and we outspeed, and I mean, he's got Quick Claw, but like, look at this damage. That's like the most he can do to me. Psychic does a little bit more, but... We needed to be pretty low with Caracosta because we needed to bait a move from this that kills, always, because otherwise he could have used Calm Mind, right? So Caracosta needed to be pretty low. But then if Caracosta would have been too low, he would have baited Muck instead, so... No Quick Claw procs again. Alright, now it's Muck last, so it can't explode. We can't stay in because we have Never Melt Ice. Okay, Caracosta doing business goes to 71. Make sure to export that. Dude, we will be so f***ed on Tantalizer, man. This is my only underleveled Protect Mon, and it's not going to bait like any f***ing kills. I probably shouldn't have leveled Blaziken. That was just a straight up mistake. Anyway, Rhyperior beats this now with no item to prevent knockoff damage. You can scale protect on Gallade? Yeah. But it's also not underleveled. This has a Shuka Berry, so we're not going to kill it here. It's fine. Surely Blaziken baits Psychic moves and Psychic Gem. Tantalizer isn't really a Psychic Gem, it's a double battle gimmick gem in this game. Rock Wrecker for the culture. Yeah, if I read that earlier, I would have clicked it. I thought it was 8v6 singles. I'm not talking about the gym fight. I'm not talking about the boss fight. I'm talking about the gym trainers. That's like the real fucking shit in Tantalizer gym. Some of those fights are... Whew. Like... I think I heard Dexa himself say yesterday he thinks the first or second trainer fight in that gym is the hardest fight in the game. Alright. Yeah, the diverging line is fun. We're good. Alright, this is Bright Powder Runerigus with hazards, stealth rocks, and toxic spikes. It's really not fun, but luckily there is a really good Pokemon to use Rapid Spin on, so we're just not going to care if he sets up hazards here. And then Magic Leaf always hits through. This is always a 2-hit KO. We have a diverging line depending on if he attacks or sets up hazards here. Okay. That means we go... So that means this is always Ninjask first, which is perfect. It's Focus Band Ninjask, which is a little bit annoying. We're always showing kill here, that's why we're a little bit pre-damaged, so that he can't Swords Dance on this switch. We're gonna go to Excadrill. We taught Excadrill Rock Tomb so that we show slow kill so that he can never Swords Dance. It's pretty disgusting damage if I can be real. So we have to Rapid Spin once now to get rid of Toxic Spikes and also set us to +1 so that we show fast kill to Chandelure in the back, with which has Shadow Tag. Because we did not give a Shed Shell to this, because Shed Shell is on another Mon. Well, it's on Ludi in case we got attacked, because then it would have been Chandelure first, and then we have the other one on our Cacturne counter, which is what's going to come out after this. So let's Rapid Spin once here. Protect doesn't matter. Can you f***ing... Bro's insane. It's so much damage, man. Okay, we're +1 speed now, so we always show that we outspeed Chandelure, and we kill it. Same with Slowbro Galar, so he has to go Cacturne after this. So now we just gotta kill it. We hope for no Focus Band procs. We have some contingency if there are a lot of Focus Band procs. We have Rhyperior in the back with Iron Ball, which should reinstate the line. Okay, I think we're fine. This is Citrus Berry proc. No Focus Band one time. I Rock Tomb there, even though Iron had kills, because he could have Leech Lifed and healed himself, right? He can't Spikes again. Well, considering the Pokemon that set them up is dead, probably not. Okay, no Focus Band procs as always. This should be Cacturne now. Perfect. We go Heracross, who's wearing the Shed Shell that we talked about. If this Cacturne had knockoff, this would actually be so insane. But luckily it doesn't. It has a Quick Claw. Should always be Drain Punch, I think. If it's Growth for some reason, I have to close combat so that I show kill to Chandy. Okay, I think one hit is more than enough. Everybody move to the back of the bus. Okay. Flamethrower does 222 minimum roll, which means we show us fast kill to Chandelure. We're not going to Mega here because we need the Shed Shell equipped, obviously. Let me just double check that I actually have it. Cool. I think we just kill with Bug Bite, because why not? Eat the Quick Claw. Perfect. And now Araquanid just f***ing sits on this guy. Can't get burned, so he can't improve his Hex damage. This is always Flamethrower. You can't substitute because we always show kill. And this is like... just a complete hard counter. Like, look at that f***ing damage, man. Now it's just Slowking Galar in the back. Which doesn't really do anything to Araquanid. We could stay in for a turn if we want to. Liquidation is a pretty good shot to 2-hit KO, actually. Not after Black Sludge, but it can. I think we just can kill him here, right? Holy. Araquanid is a monster. Alright, that was the last of the easy part of Magma Hideout. We got a little bit of a preview of what awaits us. Starting in the next room, there will be permanent Magma Storm on the field. This is what is referred to as Hell Room. That means that not only do we take residual damage every turn, I believe it's 1/8, right? 12.5% every turn. More importantly, non-ghost type Pokemon, people that don't wear a shed shell, are trapped and cannot switch. So you can Volt Switch, you can Flip Turn, you can wear a shed shell, or you can be a ghost type. That's it. Or you can die. Alright. How many before Tabitha? 3, right? I have like an hour and a half left till I have to leave. Alright, this one only has 4 Mons. I guess I could do like... Here's an idea. Dreadnought lead for the Rock Tomb. And if I do get crit... Nidoqueen in the back. The team doesn't have a way of super effectively hitting Xatu. Thank you, man. The advice is greatly appreciated. So this does 13, and Legion does 67 with superpower. And I mean, then you probably get Crobat, and then you have to do random move, but it's probably going to be like Hurricane, and then you have to go like Aurorus, and then play it from there with like the Electrode into Rhyperior thing or something. This is it. Sack Dreadnought, sometimes sack Nidoqueen. But I'll reevaluate over the weekend. And then I'll be back on Tuesday with a full-fledged Hell Room stream. I can probably re-cook this a little bit to make the Crobat less risky, because this doesn't have to be Basculegion. This can actually be a bunch of Mons, because I have another Shed Shell available, because I'm only putting one on Arcanine right now. We're really running out of Mons to sack, man. Dude, if I sack one on every fight here, that's basically all of my useless Mons. And then the box is going to look mighty fucking thin. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the subs. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all your support. I'll be back on Tuesday.